finally shaved my nuts. Me hanging around. Yeah. We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake. That was. I don't care about it, but it's not good. Family. Don't make it tough. The better. It can't be. My body and me. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are Toucher and Hardy. Tom Fair Tire Studios, 617-779-0985. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 H&IC on YouTube. A big show. Sagap fet partner. Sagap fet neg pam. Nega isne. Saturday. Neg kupetet wile kai. You already know. Yeah, Saturday, the big sonic boom, which I think Z'd up to my feet up every day. You heard? It sounded like a gut shot. That's the word. Get into that. Z'd up from my head to my feet. The same place in much different roles today. Yep. Z'd up till I freeze up. You already know. And so I got fat partner. 5. Not true. Twice. Back to back games yesterday and today. But today is like special. That's true. Yo, was you out here, man? Yes. What was it? Saturday? I don't know if you heard the big ass explosion, man. That shit was crazy. Yeah, it's a fundraiser for the big ass explosion that rocked the whole Massachusetts, New Hampshire, where else? And Rhode Island. And now these folks are trying to say it was a meteorite. Yo, this shit is crazy. But NASA says they didn't see nothing on their radar at all. They didn't see nothing else. Salute to the 4 people in here, or the 3 other people. I know H&IC's in here. Salute to everybody else. I can't see y'all, unless you write in the chat. But peace and salute to you, Grand Rising. But yeah, they said the same shit happened in, what was it, South Carolina, I believe. Then they said the same shit happened in Texas. But again, this shit is weird, bro. Like, I've never heard of a meteorite hitting Boston, Massachusetts as long as I've been alive. Right? As long as I've been alive, I never heard about a meteorite hitting down. And these folks are saying that it was a meteorite. That shit is crazy. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy Saturday. You know what I mean? People said it sounded like a bomb, like louder than a bomb. You know what I'm saying? Was set off. And to me, we haven't had no earthquake. Now I know 2 years ago they were saying there was a potential earthquake that hit like New York, Jersey, Boston, I think Philly. They were saying the ground shake and all this other shit. Salute to MREC. MREC TV did a live about it that AM. Um, I was going to do some work with my homie. Actually, we were on the interstate. Um, going to do some work. We was doing this lady's kitchen, remodeling her kitchen, and you know, it shook underneath his truck. The ground did. To me, that ain't no earthquake, man. This is my opinion. This is for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only, I don't know. But my opinion, my POV, my point of view is it's the dumbs. I don't know if y'all know what dumb is. It's abbreviated DUMB. It is deep underground military bunkers or bases, I think is the proper word. It actually bases. To me, that's what they doing. They blowing shit up underground. Again, that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You know what I mean? But yeah, this shit is crazy. So, are we under attack? What's going on? Let me see what you wrote. I heard it. It shook my crib. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the ground was shaking, people's cribs was shaking. If you lived in a building, they said the building was shaking. Like, this was loud, man. This shit, like I said, I don't understand how if a meteorite hits Massachusetts, I know Rhode Island is like 30 plus minutes away, right? It's real close to us. New Hampshire, depending on a part of New Hampshire you go to, 45 minutes to over an hour, right? So how is it shaking out there? How did they hear the explosion out there as well? Like, that's crazy to me. So something hits New York and Jersey felt it. All of Jersey felt it. Like, this shit is crazy because they didn't say parts of New Hampshire and parts of Rhode Island. They said Rhode Island heard it and felt it. New Hampshire heard it and felt it, is what they said on the reports. So I find that crazy to me. You know what I mean? So I put this fucking AI picture up with meteorites in the back. That shit is crazy, man. Yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. I don't know what is going on out here, but shit is crazy. Are we under attack? You know what I'm saying? Are we under attack is the question. You know? Are we under attack? Cause shit is crazy out here. You know? It's crazy out here. I mean, so are we under attack? Salute H and I C. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's facts, y'all. You know, the like is free, yo. The thumbs up is free. Hit it. Costs no money at all. You know what I'm saying? No money at all. It's free to support. You know what I mean? At least to support me is free. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for no money. I'm not begging. I'm not panhandling. I'm not telling y'all, yo, I've been live for uh, 8 minutes and plus, and I ain't get a cash app yet. So I mean, salute to the people that do. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Like I said, this shit was crazy, man. Like, these people are really playing in people's faces. You know what I'm saying? Playing in people's faces. Appreciate the light. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. Whoever hit it. But like I said, it's just crazy, you know. But appreciate the thumbs up, man. Appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'm gonna start threatening people. Be like, yo, there's 4 of y'all in here watching, and I ain't get 4 thumbs up. Come on now. I'm coming to see y'all. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start threatening people. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just trying to add some humor, man. Don't take it personal. I ain't serious about it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know, it's free. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's free. Costs no money. You know what I'm saying? So don't kill the messenger, please. You know what I mean? It's free to support. You know what I mean? But yeah, they trying to say it was a meteorite. You know what I'm saying? They try to say it was a meteorite, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where's the golf cart? A lot of explosions, like I said, was heard. You know. Only pay for what you need. Or are they building underground bunkers? Or was it a meteorite? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I don't know. But I just know that if it really was a meteor that was coming, um, you know, they would have warned people about it. You know what I'm saying? They would have said, yeah, this is what it's gonna be. But we're gonna jam though. Let's go. God wants y'all to win. Every morning I play this. You heard? You will win. We all will win. You heard? I got the best luck. We all will win. Just jamming for a little bit, y'all. I'm driving real quick somewhere. So if you rocking with me right now, you tuned in, you already know. God wants you to win. You already won today. You woke up. You alive and you breathing. So you already won. You will win. Remember that. You just gotta believe. You just gotta know. Take the word believe back. You gotta know that you're gonna win. You gotta manifest that shit. You heard? You're only in the flesh to be the best. You wasn't put on this earth to not be first. Respect my gangster. God wants you to win. Remember that. You just gotta know that you will win. God wants you to win. Yes, he does. Rocking out. My fortune cookie told me to fuck shit up. My fortune cookie told me to fuck shit up. Now watch me fuck shit. All right. All right. We can ask all back to regular gramming, y'all. Back to regular gramming, y'all. But yeah, just know that you will win. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put your mind to it. Everything starts with a thought, right? And depending on how you process that thought, once it gets to your subconsciousness, you know what I'm saying? It's either going to happen or it's not. But it all starts on with you. You know what I'm saying? So if you wake up and you're like, yo, my life is shitty today, or you just wake up today and you feeling down and you saying, damn, my life sucks. You complaining about all the shit that you don't got, but you ain't being grateful and thankful for all the shit that you do have, then yeah, you're gonna be feeling down and out. But if you wake up today and you're like, shit, man, I got a lot of shit happening in my life, man, that ain't positive right now. But I woke up today. You know what I mean? I woke up to a new day. You know, I'm healthy. I don't have no medical problems, no medical conditions. I'm alive, you know, and that's what you should be grateful and thankful about, you know, that you are up today. You know what I'm saying? You woke up to a new day because think about it. There's a lot of people that didn't wake up today, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? There's people that went to bed last night and, you know, they went into a deep sleep, so they transition into the afterlife. I play that song every day to remind myself, you know what I'm saying? Fuck complaining about shit I don't have, it just means that I might have to work a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Um, just might have to work a little bit harder um to get the things that I want that I don't have at the moment. But in the meantime, in between time, to be grateful and thankful for the things that I do have, which is, more important. I'm in good health. You know what I'm saying? Got the biggest gifts that I could ever receive, which was my children, my son and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I want a boy, but you know what I'm saying? Everything is a thought, man. It's how you go about this is what counts and what makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to play the victim and boo-hoo me, or do you strap on your boots? You know what I'm saying? And get to it. It's your choice. You can make shit happen, or you can not make it happen. It all starts and ends with you. You know, it all starts and ends with you, the individual, not no one else. You know what I'm saying? You are the author of your own story. You are the narrator of your own story. It's how you go about it. You know what I'm saying? So just always remember that. But yeah, y'all, over the weekend, there was a lot of explosions happening, big explosions, rocket buildings, houses, cars, shaking this, shaking that. And these damn folks come out and say it was a 3-foot meteorite that was going at seven. Yo, this is the crazy shit. These people be saying shit. And again, I can't speak for nobody else, but I don't be buying what the fuck they think they selling. Talking about, oh, this shit was going at 75,000 miles per hour. And other this and that. And it's just like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? So because like, what's really now? I've never heard my whole entire life about no meteorite going that fast. Never. Never heard nothing like this being said. Yo, these people just, again, they just sell a lot of bullshit, and a lot of people just buy it. They don't question shit. You know what I'm saying? And it just be crazy to me that they don't be questioning shit. I question every goddamn thing. But yeah, man, these folks been lying. Why would we think that now all of a sudden they telling the truth? Why? Again, my opinion, what I feel happened was, if you know anything about DUMB, deep underground military bases, that's what I feel like it is. Same thing that happened 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That they were saying it was an earthquake on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? New York, Jersey, Boston, fucking Philly, and wherever else felt that. To me, I feel like, these people, uh, are fucking doing some shit underground. I don't know if y'all heard. I know there's a lot of New Yorkers that follow me. And I'm pretty sure y'all got the news about 6 people climbing out of a manhole at 2 o'clock in the morning. And they was under there for like 2 hours under the ground. Something about Gravesend. It was around in Gravesend in Brooklyn, Gravesend Street in Brooklyn. And they saw them on footage. The footage was turned over to New York NYPD, and they investigating it. And I saw a video of NYPD going there and some men wearing hazmat suits and going into the manhole to see what's going on, what these dudes was doing under there. You know what I'm saying? For 2 hours. So this underground cities, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. I don't know if people know that. They're just like there's underground cities in water or in the sea, you know? I remember watching the documentary on Paris. Like at nighttime, people would go underground and climb up above ground. And when they went under there and brought cameras with them, it was a whole underground city. And people living underground for years. And they didn't even have no clue about this. So this shit be happening. You know what I mean? Again, I don't feel like that was no meteorite that hit Massachusetts. That's my opinion. I feel like they was fucking, blowing up some explosions. I heard in Texas they try to say, oh, SWAT was doing a training and they're gonna be shooting guns off and blowing explosives. That was the excuse in Texas that they gave. Again, NASA first said they didn't see nothing on no satellite, but they got all this technology. They said they didn't see nothing. The last time that I checked, they said the government don't know nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I think was it Jersey or somewhere where they showed an airport. They felt that shit too in the airport. You know what I mean? Again, these people are doing a lot of shit, man. That's why I tell people, man, I be telling people, man, try to prepare, be ready, man, so you don't have to get ready. So when they do their fucking bullshit that they gonna do, you already ready. And that's meaning, food that won't go bad, food that won't spoil. You know what I'm saying? Food that can last a very long time, such as like shit like fucking peanut butter. Whether you like the shit or not, have peanut butter on hand. That shit don't go bad, especially if you buying real peanut butter with the oil in it. That shit don't spoil. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. I just found this out. The dates that they be putting on these food, on these canned goods, y'all, is to get you to go back to the store and buy new cans. Okay, canned goods. If it's in the can, it's in the can for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. I'm not saying for you to be living off of canned goods, but I'm saying think about it. If shit hits the fan where we have a shortage on food and shit like that, them canned goods is gonna come in handy. Them shit's gonna be tasting like a fucking a gourmet cuisine and shit when shit hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, like I always make sure, we have extra shit at my crib. You know what I mean? Toilet tissues, anything essential. I make sure we have more than enough. Shit that will last us months. You know what I'm saying? I know, the economy is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Things is, a lot of money. But what I'm saying is if you have the extra money, if you have the means to buy extra shit, buy it. Even if you don't think you need it today, you're going to need it tomorrow. That's a fact. You may not need it that particular day, that particular month, but later on you might need it. You know what I'm saying? Remember a few years ago, 6 years ago, how they were showing the fucking Walmarts and Sam Clubs and, Costco's and people fighting over last packs of fucking bottled water and shit like that? It might come to a time like that. These people are pushing it for shit like that to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't really believe in prophecies. That's just me. But I do believe these people wrote a book, right? That they put these things in the book and said, "Oh, your prediction is when 2026 comes around, this is going to happen, that's going to happen." This is a playbook that they fucking wrote together. I mean, you know what I mean? That they jot down and put and said, this is what we're going to be doing. And according to these people, they got to let you know what they're doing, because according to them, in front of their God, they won't be punished for what they was doing to us, things that's humane, unhumane, and all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So again, these people are wicked, man. These people are fucking wicked. So they're gonna do all this crazy shit. I mean, these people are gonna do all this crazy shit, man, to try to get rid of us. They don't want us around. So like I said, be prepared, man. Be prepared. You know what I'm saying? You got your weapons. Make sure your weapons are cleaned. Make sure they're nice and oiled. They functioning right. You know what I'm saying? Have them bitches loaded up already, locked up, safed away. You know what I'm saying? Put up. You know, only you and your family could get to it. You know what I mean? So, you could protect your house, your home. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. But yeah, these people are trying to say it was a fucking meteorite. When I say, I don't know if y'all saw these videos, but go check the videos out. Go check the video out. You're gonna hear the loud ass explosion going off. That ain't no fucking meteorite, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no damn meteorite. But we about to rock out real quick. Quick intermission. I feel like slapping today. Oh. Slap the government. Today. Oh. Motherfuckers on the road. The hell they learn to drive. Job turkeys at my job. About to get a cool cold me five. Should've took the day off. Might slap my boss. My own damn kids pissing me off. As if I hadn't had enough. Chipotle fuck my goddamn order up. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I feel like slapping today. Oh. I feel like slapping the nigga today. Oh. I feel like slapping the nigga today. Oh. Bartender, don't you see me waving you down? This guy came after me. I was here first, but you serving him rounds. No, I bought the Uber here. My friends expecting me to buy back. Tomorrow morning, I better get a cash app. Or every last one of you motherfuckers getting slapped. Bet that. Whoa, slapping a nigga today. Whoa, I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, I feel like slapping a nigga today. Oh. Woke up this morning, With these thoughts in my head, the world would be better off if I just stayed my ass in bed. Whoa, I feel like something today. Whoa, I feel like something today. Whoa, I feel like something today. Whoa. It be like that. It really be like that. Feel like slapping a nigga.
Schizophrenia may be eligible.
Say she from Jamaica. Asking she want a rude boy. She said, "Thing boy, baby, come to Papa. When I put it down, be shabba on the river. Oh, just like we got the easy, something G. One's the one, uh-huh. On your chest. Who got the keys to me, G? One's the one. Pretty girl like the flowers, I'm blessed by your power. You may have love, but it's not like ours. Smooth like a pasta. Baby, do you hear me? Get this passion every time you feel like fire, like keep on burning. See bright power in the bottom of the fire. Keep the cool running, baby. Just like the furnace, like the furnace. From red to the sky, find love every part. Forever move together. I love her from the bottom of my heart. Oh, she from the dark skin, she want a rude boy. Hey, she said ting a ling a ling. Baby, do your thing, boy. Come to Papa. I never put it on you. Big Shabba. Once just who am Mr. Once. Just who got this? Who am Mr. Once.
It's a marathon of mind over matter, stay steady. If you're looking for the top, then you better stay ready. I don't stumble on the ego, I don't trip on the pride. I just open up the gate and I let the truth slide. From the soul to the speaker, from the heart to the street. I'm the rhythm vibration that you feel in your feet. No gimmicks in the image, no lies in the ink. I'm the wake up call that forces every person to think. TEP on the rise, watch the vision get clearer. I'm the only competition when I look in the mirror. It's the FX. I said it before. I'm the label of a legend and I'm coming for more. I'm the truth in the booth. With intellect, not a goof. Live and direct, I'm the living, be the proof. The wrong, I could my presence alone. Demands respect. TEE and MAED, why nothing like to respect. I'm the truth in the booth. with intellect, not a goof. Live and direct, I'm the living, breathing proof.
PPP production. Question must be asked of the youth. Uh, yeah, came to reclaim my birthright. Peace, this is Mayday. Hear the call, no play. They got the mic check. 1, 2, making sure the message stays straight. This ain't a game, this is closing the ranks. Let's give thanks to the ancestors standing firm upon these ancient riverbanks. A TEP production, yeah, you know the sound and the heat. Camaraderie is the currency. Success is tasting so sweet. Who are we? Where are we? Are we where we need to be? Still rooted in the soil, indigenous. We never deflate, never deflate, never deflate. Closing the ranks, gotta unify the whole fam. Stronger together, that's the powerful battle plan. From the soil, from the land. Yes, we're taking our stand. Unity's the bomb more potent than any quicksand. What? Closing the ranks, hear the rhythm, feel the vibration. Protect the cultures and mind, the future of the nation. We were born free, not enslaved. Understand the history. Reclaim the narrative, break the chains of false history. I said, make it plain. Now that I got your attention and I want to speak to you about girls on the arms of our flag. Wanted easy and sleazy, so they take sleeping pills. They're scared of solid ground, so they run to the hill and search for Becky, a Karen or a Sue. When they get around the sisters, they start acting brand new. Shit, so softies. I don't like cream unless it's in my coffee. What? I refuse to call you brother. You're a traitor to your people, disrespectful to your mother. Two clowns. You rather have it pale instead of curvy and brown. The easiest woman on earth to charm. You think you came up because you got a white chick on your arms. What? This is not to attack ya. Nope. I'm not Polly and I don't want to crack ya. Nope. This is not to attack ya. Nope. I'm not Polly and I don't want to crack ya. Rewind selector. Let's go. Big day. Enemies public on the production. Easy and sleazy, so they take sleeping pills. Scared of solid ground, so they run to the hill. What? They search for Becky, a Karen or a Sue. When they get around the sisters, they start acting brand new. I understand you milk so softies. What? I don't like cream unless it's in my coffee. I refuse to call you brother. You're a traitor to your people, disrespectful to your mother. Two clowns. You rather have it pale instead of curvy and brown. Easiest woman on earth to charm. Let them know. Because you got a white chick on your arm. Let's go, Mayday. This is not to attack. Nope. I'm not Polly. And I don't want no practice. This is not to attack. Let's go. And we don't want no crackers. Up to the kings, the ones who stood tall and proud. Now the city's fellas shrinking, fading into the crowd. Come on. Forgetting where they came from, forgetting all the struggle. Let's go. Sitting at the fantasies, caught up in the bubble. Talk about your confidence like it's some kind of prize. Come on. Foundation right before me. Let them know. Rather have a pale and flat of curvy and brown. Let's go, Mayday. Women on earth to charm. You think you came up? Let them know, sis. On your arm. It's Mayday. This is not to attack you. I'm not Polly and we don't want no crackers. This is not to attack. I'm not Polly and I don't want cracker. Nope. I'm here for the truth, for the strength that resides within, for the melanin glow, for the place where we begin. Don't need no validation from a world that don't uplift. My sister's name beside me, it's a powerful gift. To choices, you misguide desires, but complaining when your fate will expire. Let's go. Just laugh at your clowns. They're having pale and flat instead of curvy and brown. What? The easiest woman on earth to charm. You think you came up because you got a white chick on your arm. Let's go. Nope. I'm not Polly. And we don't want no crack. What? This is not. I'm not Polly and I don't want no cracker. That was Mayday, y'all. Tap in. Mayday. Maeday. You heard? Productions by Enemies Public. Get familiar. If you ain't, you better get familiar. Get familiar, y'all. Tap in. Peace and grand rising to all, man. Anybody and everybody who's tapped in. Peace and grand rising. Just know, no matter what happens today, it should be a good day. You made it. You woke up. You heard? You woke up to a new day. To my ladies, let's go. Tattoos all on. For the ladies. Beautiful scene. Yeah. Got more ass in a backseat. How you fit in them jeans? Baby, you an ass to start. Let's go. All that ass in them jeans. All that ass. Stretch marks, I love when you show it. All that ass in them jeans. Like a capital P when you stand, your number one fan. When you back it up on me, you put in the word and all that ass in them jeans. You're running a family. Look at that ass on. Super thick, I'm talking paranormal. Oh, that ass on. Look like they painted on in some tights. She's stretching out that dinner. So you know that. How the hell you get in and with all that ass on your big shots make you duck down? I can handle all of it down. Got motion like the ocean making me country fair with bow legs, whole heap of it. She got it in them true religion pants with all that ass on it. It's a whole lot back there. That ain't a PBL. Nope. You got more than a horse. I know your pain. Tattoo on it. That's a beautiful scene. Got more ass than a backseat. How you fit it in them jeans? Baby, you a ass to start. That ass in them jeans. All that ass. Stretch marks, I love when you short. All that ass in them jeans. Look like a capital P when you stand. I'm your number one fan. When you back it up on me, you putting the world in my hand. With all that ass in them jeans. Bitch, I dropped my blood today. Things been real suspicious. You ran straight to the shower. When you got here, hey, was you listening? Don't the way you moving. I hope you're not creeping. Woman, I dropped my blood today. Is you cheating? Had a good back of that Zah. In my main marriage. Rich. We bought a zip and busted down. It was enough to split. Hero, 901. Put them in rotation. Had that great backwood, that flavor. But tasting gas is so good, made me wish I should have found. Before I knew it, he handed it to me the ground. If I found out knowing me at you, it's gonna be so much. It's gonna fade you. I'm talking about uppercut and lift. I'm throwing the left like my name Joe Frazier. Bitch, I dropped my blood today. Things been real suspicious. You ran straight to the shower when you got here. Hey, is you listening? The way you move. I hope you're not creeping. Today, you cheating. I'm always smooth with my ain't never slipping. And I keep my shoes tied, so I know I ain't tripping. My blunt today is suspicious, sour when you got here. The way you moving. I hope you're not creeping, woman. My blunt today is you. Yo.
Get ready to relax with stress-free banking.
Yo, did y'all see the Jacksons performing and Marlon Wayne? I mean, I keep saying Marlon Wayans. Marlon Jackson started walking on the stage and just fell right on his face while performing. Now, I loaded that video up on my IG and on my YouTube, and I felt like Michael fucking spirit tripped that motherfucker, man. Michael was like, nigga, who told you to sing my part, nigga? Stand in line and stay in formation. Yo, Marlon left the formation and went and walked on the stage and fell right on his face. Yo, that shit was crazy, dog. That shit was funny to me. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't be laughing, but yo, the Jacksons, man, y'all gotta retire, man. After that one, it's time to hang it up, man. You know what I mean? Y'all done made enough fucking money. Y'all got enough money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to retire. It's time to retire. All right? But we rocking out again, y'all. That's my 5th consecutive platinum album. Thank you. Smoothest nigga, man. Smoothest man right here. Song is also dedicated. If you know, you know. And if you don't, tune in and listen. Learn something. Learn something. Who said I don't got songs for the ladies? I dare somebody to challenge me. I'm talking my shit. Hold on. Hold on. Listen. I won 2 old school R&B battles. 2. Whoever wants smoke, tap in. Let me know if you want smoke. And battle me in an old school R&B. Guaranteed I'ma smoke your boots. Whoever, niggas, naggers, niggas and niggettes, women, ladies, whoever, gentlemen's, whoever want smoke, please hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up in the comment section on YouTube. Let me know. Like I said, I'm talking my shit. I'm 2-0 right now. 2-0. Who wants to battle? I seen a few people have some battles. Not too impressed, I'll say. I don't need to throw out no names. But like I said, I've seen some musical battles, and I'm not impressed. Okay? But back to the music. Let's go. Looking back over my years, I guess I shed some tears. I told myself time and time again, I'm gonna win. We gonna win. But another fight. Things ain't right. I'm losing again. Never losing. Makes a fool of new skies. Only a fool. Start all over again. It's okay. Looks like another love TKO, baby. Oh, 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 baby. It's like another love. It's like it's taking control of the love. I took control. Cause me a little tough on all sense of time. Had a change of mind. Taking all sense of blues and all the pain. Of a two-time winner. Try not to hold on. Faith is gone. It's just a girl singing a song. So I think I can't let it go. Cause you look like to be all this thing ain't working out for me. Got to find somebody. Let it go, baby. It looks like to me. Well, oh, oh. Yo, hold on. Someone was supposed to battle me too in a dance hall battle. Musical battle. They know who they are. I don't need to call them out. I don't need to summons them. But they might be watching. They might not be watching. Peach, Grand Rising. Grand Rising. What you mean, here we go? But someone wanted to battle me in a dance hall battle. Now, I know this person be busy sometimes, but you can't be busy all the time. I think you're ducking me because you witnessed one of the old school R&B battles. You witnessed and you saw that I smoked somebody, smoked their boots. And I think you know because behind the scenes on IG, you sent me a little snippet showing me your skills and what type of songs you would play. And you see what my rebuttal was. You seen what my comeback was. I came back with a strong song and I deaded your song that you even tried to play. And you probably got that little snippet and said, damn, this nigga's nice. So I get it if you're scared. But I know you might catch this live. You might catch the replay. But remember, brother, you can run. You can run. You can run as fast as you can. But you cannot hide. Just remember that. Like I said, yeah, I'm talking my shit this morning. Because again, I won 2 battles. I know the second one wasn't much of a battle. It was more like, we entertaining the folks. A lot of people that we thought was going to pull up didn't pull up. But we still had a good time. Me and my good brother that I battled. You know what I'm saying? We had a dope battle. We was vibing, you know. But I won that one too. So I got to talk my talk. So for anyone who think that they got a great playlist or whatever you want to do. You want to do old school, you want to do 70s, you want to do 80s, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. Listen, like I said, you feel that you can perform, just hit me up. We could set a nice date up, set the time, and promote it like it's a fight, and let's see. May the best person win. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna talk my shit. You damn right, Peach. Here we go. You damn right. Yes, here I go. You know what I mean? So whoever wants to battle, you know, like I said, male or female, we could do it. You know what I mean? D Allen, salute my brother, salute, salute. But yeah, anybody that wants to battle me, battle me. I'm 2-0 right now. I'm undefeated. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? You know, got a nice jab, got a nice uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice power punch. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I broke a little sweat in both of the battles. I ain't gonna lie, a little sweat. You know what I'm saying? A little sweat. But at the end, I won. Unanimously, I won. You heard? So, like I said, whoever wants to battle, you know, take the challenge. Let me see. I'll battle you. Out of here. You get smoked. Like I said, smoked like some damn beef ribs on a grill. You heard? You heard? But yeah, like Drew Out Santana said to Jada Kiss on stage, you ain't got no song for the females. What? Who said I ain't got no songs for the ladies? So why not they? Uh-huh. Let's go. Why not they? Come go with me. Come go with me to my place, you heard? Everything's gonna be all right. You look like it just for today. Yo, like Jada said, yo, I don't live in Miami. I don't live in Ohio. I live in Boston, Mass. And I'm outside. You heard? So whoever wants to battle, let's battle. Niggas used to live in one state. They moved to a whole nother country. They was living in the States. They moved all the way deep, deep down south. They was living on the East Coast and they moved all the way to the West Coast. They live up in the mountains in Idaho. You know what I'm saying? Iowa. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm just saying I'm still here in my city, my birth city. I'm here. So whoever wants to battle, like I said, please accept accept the invitation. Like I said, all call outs are mandatory. And I'm calling whoever wants to battle me. Like I said, there was a brother. I don't want to mention his name. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he knows who he is. We were supposed to have a dancehall / reggae battle, and it did not happen. Like I said, the brother came at me. He sent a shot at me. You know what I'm saying? In my DM, I replied to his shot and I took him out with a snippet. I said, "Oh, word, that's what you doing? That's how you bumming?" I said, "That's cool. Let me show you how I'm bumming." Boom, hit him back. That was a little shot, just a little tap. A little tap on the shoulder. Bap, I hit him with. I guess he felt, he's like, "Oh shit, I don't want to play with this dude." And that same person I'm talking about, they watch me win a old school battle. So they know my playlist is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? It's ferocious. I'm getting on my Mike Tyson. My playlist will eat niggas' kids. You heard? Yeah, I'm talking my shit. Let me see. What you talking about, Peach? Them songs trash. That's what's up. Listen, Peach, I want a real competitor. And then, listen, man. Listen. You will be the appetizer, Peach. I'll get to you later. You know what I'm saying? I'll get to your. I already know some of your playlists, man. I heard some of your playlists. It's all right. It's all right. Like I said, it gets me to tap my toes. You know what I'm saying? The songs you be playing, yeah. Your playlist is all right. It's all right, sweetheart. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? It gets me to tap my toes, but it ain't making me move and groove. You heard? It don't make me dance. You heard? It gets me to tap my toes and maybe bop and shake my head. I need a real challenge. I need to be battle tested. Ain't nobody had me against the ropes. Like I said, in both of the battles, salute to the contenders that I battled already. Salute to them two brothers. All right. I broke a little sweat. But I wasn't on the ropes. I wasn't holding on to them. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Nah. They threw some punches, and yeah, I felt them, but it was all right. You know what I mean? Punches were a little hard. You know what I'm saying? I just shook it off though. You know what I'm saying? Shake it off. I just Harlem shaked it off. You heard? Just did a little diddy bop and got it off of me. You know what I'm saying? Got my 1-2 together. I said, "Oh, okay." They tapped me real quick. All right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, you got a little power, but I wasn't threatened though. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, oh shit, I'm up against the ropes. Oh shit, he's about to knock me out. Wasn't feeling like that. Let me see. You don't know my playlist, fool. All right, whatever. I don't know your playlist. All right, that's what's up. Like I said, you a little appetizer. We'll get to you later. Appetizer. You know what I'm saying? I need to eat. I need to eat. And I don't need to say no pause. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about in the context of what I'm talking about. So I don't need to say no pause. I ain't from no fucking pause era. But y'all know what I'm saying. I need to eat a meal. Appetizer's gonna tickle my tummy. Alright? Yeah, it's gonna tickle my tummy. I need a meal. I need to eat. I'm hungry. I wanna eat. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lady that's on Philly OG's platform. I ain't gonna mention her name. She got DJ in front of her name. Listen, we can get it on. There's another brother on that platform. He wanted to challenge. I don't know what happened to him. He's ducking. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is crawling. They going underground to their bunkers. Like, damn. I didn't even drop the atomic bomb. I just dropped a little, you know what I mean? A little something, something. That's it. That's all I did. A little something, something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm talking it. Whoever won a battle, like I said. You know what I'm saying? I saw couple of battles. Like I said, ain't too impressed. I'm like, okay. I see what they doing, I see that they're doing. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? Peach over here talking trash, running her mouth. Running your mouth, Peach. You're running her damn mouth. Like I said. What you say? I ain't scared. You ain't supposed to be. But you know what it is. Mm-hmm. Calm down. You know what I mean? Can't play the real jams because of this platform. So I'm playing, a little live performance. But come on. I want a battle. You know what I'm saying? I want a battle. Where's these so-called DJs at? DJ this, DJ that. My name is DJ. I might as well throw a DJ in front of my goddamn name. Because everybody's throwing their shit all around. Niggas is proclaiming to be DJs now, all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? One person did it, then now everybody wants to do it. DJ Vlad, DJ Act, DJ this, DJ that. Like, stop it. Stop it. That's it. Who wants to battle? That's what I want. I need some challenges, man. You know what I mean? I'm 2-0. 2-0, you heard? In my professional debut. 2-0. So yeah, I'm gonna talk. Whoever don't like it, accept the challenge and beat me. That's all. You don't like it, do something about it. That's where I come from. I come from that era. You don't like something, you do something about it. You heard? Beat me. I mean, beat me. You know what I'm saying? We got a little appetizer in my chat running her mouth. Talking about, oh, I ain't scared. I'll battle you. You were appetizer. Come on, man. Where they at? Son, where they at? D Allen, yo, he's laughing. Yo, for real, D Allen. Know what I'm saying? I battled my brother, you know what I'm saying? Brother Nasir. I don't know if you was attending, you watched it, I don't know. But I beat Brother Nasir, you know, in the old school battle. But that was more like, you know, we was just having fun. I battled somebody else before Brother Nasir, and I beat that other person. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2-0. I want some competition. Now, D. Allen, you know there's a lady that's on Philly OG's platform. She got DJ in front of her name. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? She got DJ in front of her name. I want to battle. Where they at? There's a brother over there too. You know, he said he'll battle the winner. I don't know what happened to him. You know, like I said, I was supposed to have a dance hall battle with somebody. Last year, we were supposed to do this. Last year. It's a whole new year. It's 2026. And that person sent me a snippet of them driving and was like, yeah, these are the type of songs I play if we have this, when we have this dance hall battle. And he played a little song and I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn, I forgot about that song. All right, cool. So I said, well, damn, this dude's pissing me off right now. So I said, all right, I got something for him. I find one of my songs. That's how I would start it off. I start off the battle already headshots. You heard? And again, I don't got to say no pause because y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Straight one shot, one kill. You heard? One shot. That's it. Sniper gang. We ain't playing around. We ain't hitting no leg of arms. None of that. It's boom, right in the dome piece. That's what we doing over here. Real sniper gang. You heard? And when I sent it to him, I think I got him shook. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know? Let me see. No, I didn't see it. Yeah, man, we had a battle, man. Damn, man, I wish you saw it. Cause me and the brother Nasir was talking about it like, damn, that battle was dope. We promoted it and not that many people popped up. I don't know if it's the time, the day that we chose. We did it on a Saturday afternoon because that was good for me and it was good for the brother. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, maybe we might revisit that, do another one again. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's everything is timing. You already know. But yeah, man. Um, yeah. I want to battle, you know what I'm saying? Whoever wants smoke, man. Whoever wants smoke, holla. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Whoever wants smoke. You know? Me hit you with a moderator wrench, D Allen. You know what I'm saying? Hit you with a wrench. A wrench real quick, brother. But yeah, man. You know? People be shook, man. They be scared. Infamous Ball Dude. Check me out, yo, yo. It's like this, huh? Nobody can stop my brain. I don't bend, I don't break. Too much dough to ever go broke. Too much flow, I'm not no fruit. Too much champagne to use blues. I'm straight out the bottle like a genie who grants you death wishes. You play yourself out of pocket, I get vicious. I don't dance, I just do this. Burn it down, I smell pit. I'm posted up like an advertisement for a gangster flick. She like that. I'm smoother. She used to dudes trying to seduce her. I tell straight up, let's move towards the exit so I can put your high heel shoes up. Yeah. Room for the heart. You heard? That's what I'll do to Peach. Put up her high heel shoes up. You heard? Put her and her high heel shoes up. Hang them up. Hang her up to dry. You heard, Peach? Hang you up to dry. You heard? Come on, man. Where they at? Want to battle? Come on, man. You already know, brother. I miss you, baby. Oh, Where you at, Peach? After I smoke Peach, that's what I'm gonna be singing. I miss her. Where's she at? After I smoke her, make her going high. Ever since you went away, I ain't been doing. Make Peach going high. Appreciate everybody that put a thumbs up, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. The likes are free. The likes are free. It costs no money to support. You heard? It's just a free act to do. Costs no money. Spread love, not war. You heard? Spread love, not war. Spread love, not war. You know what I mean? Too many hate out here anyways, man. Need to get back on that spreading love, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If I got love for you, I'm going to tell you, man. I ain't going to wait till you're not here in the physical form to tell you that, I got love for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Niggas think they too cool. Niggas be thinking they too gangster to tell their bros or to tell their sisters, yo, I love you, yo. You know what I mean? Don't wait till somebody's laying up in a fucking casket to be like, yo, man, that was my dog. Yo, I love you, dog. Nah, nigga. Tell the nigga why he's here and he can hear it, man. You got love for him. The nigga kept it real. You always kept it real. You tell him, yo, bro, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay up, man. And that's it. You know, you got females you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. They respected you. You respected them. Don't wait till they laying up in the casket at the funeral home to be like, yo, I love you, sis. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's the problem. Especially when it comes to us men. A lot of us be having problems with showing emotions, showing feelings and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of us be crashing out when we get older. That's why when niggas get older, they don't know how to be emotionally intelligent. Why? Because you had problems showing emotion and feelings. When we was raised, we was taught a certain way. That's a fucked up way. I got a son. If my son falls and he scrapes his knee and he starts crying, I'm not gonna be like, stop crying. The fuck? The shit hurts. Nigga, go fall and scrape your knee and your skin is hanging off your knee and see how you gonna be feeling. You gonna wanna cry. So who am I to tell my son not to cry? Oh, man up. And he's only 9 years old. What the fuck I'm talking about, man up? Kid is 9 years old. He's supposed to be able to cry and should cry. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's why a lot of these niggas get in relationships and they can't love on their female because they think they gotta be gangster and hardcore. Dog, the most gangsters niggas ain't even acting like a gangster. Majority of the time. When you watching these documentaries about these mob niggas, they'll tell you how loving and caring, how they had a big heart, how they was like big jokesters and all this other shit. They wasn't walking around like they fucking not Jeffrey Dahmer, like Jason, Friday the 13th, walking around with a fucking spooky mask on and shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on. That'd be the problem, man. Some females is like that too. You know what I mean? Their mother was very fucking bitter and raised their daughters to be fucking bitter, not to love on their man and all this other shit to disrespect. That's why we having a lot of issues, man. A lot of fucking issues in our community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of problems, man. A lot of motherfuckers grew up in a single family household. You know what I'm saying? Some people didn't have their daddies around. Some people might have had their pops around and not their moms around, you know? And a lot of us is fucked up. We raised a certain way. Like I made a post talking about like, yo, you know what I'm saying? An OG ain't supposed to be telling the youngins to crash out and do nothing fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? The youngins that grew up underneath me, they'll tell you. They'll come up here and tell you, nigga, even when I was doing dumb shit, I was telling them, yo, don't watch what I do. Don't do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. You don't want to be in and out of prison and shit like that. That's what real OGs do. And that's why I say I'm not, my OGs ain't original gangsters. It was older people that offered guidance. That's what I call the OGs. You heard? Like I said, I didn't have no big homies, no big, this and that. It was elders from the neighborhood that was telling us young dudes that was being knuckleheads, yo, cool out, chill out. You keep doing what you're doing, two things is gonna happen. You're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life, or you're gonna be underground for the fucking rest of your life. You feel what I'm saying? And these niggas wasn't gangsters and none of that. Was there gangsters around? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they knew they couldn't tell us nothing because we was stubborn and we was hard headed. You know what I mean? We was generals of ourselves. But what I'm saying is there was elders in the neighborhood that, you could either listen to or talk to, and they was giving you guidance. That's what they was doing, offering guidance, telling you, yo, you keep crashing out, you're gonna be in jail forever. You keep doing what you're doing, you gonna die. They're gonna kill you and you're gonna be underground. That's what they did, you know. Ain't no disrespect to anybody anyways that grew up with OGs and big homies and all of that. I'm just talking about my life. I didn't have big homies and no OGs. You know what I'm saying? Controlling me and telling me what I can and can't fucking do. Or I gotta check in and before I wanted to do something to somebody, I gotta ask permission. Nah. Salute to those people. That's their lifestyle. I'm talking about mine. We was generals of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Me and my crew. We was generals. We always generals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if we was gonna do something, yeah, we still came in and had a conversation with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we respected one another and we could be like, yo, I'm about to go do this. And the person be like, nah, you think that's cool? You think you're gonna do that and get away? You know what I'm saying? For the most part, ain't nobody forced nobody to do nothing. That's another thing. But to the big homies and the OGs that was staring the youngins in a fucked up way, that's just crazy to me and foul that youngin asks you for a burner and you give him a burner and he go commit a fucking a homicide and now he's gone. You know what I'm saying? He does an M1 and now he's going to jail for the rest of his life. Like, what kind of big OG are you or homie that you did that when little man came and asked you for a burner and you just went off and gave it to him, or you sent these crash dummies on a mission, yeah, to go slide on a block or something? Like, come on. The older heads we grew up around, they ain't send nobody on no crash dummy missions. They was giving us, like I said, they was telling us like positive shit. They was giving us knowledge. They was giving us game. They was like, yo, you see Ricky ain't around no more, right? Yeah, because Ricky's selling drugs and Ricky got caught with that work, and now Ricky got to go sit up and do 50 years. That's what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some people still got influence, and yeah, some people still went out there and did what the fuck they wanted to do. But I'm just saying, for the most part, you know, you was given some knowledge. Now, what you did with that information, that was all on you at the end of the day. So if you didn't listen, because I was a hard headed fucking dude, you know what I'm saying? So I had to, go get sat down a few times, multiple times before I learned my lesson. You know what I'm saying? And the way I got my knowledge was when I went upstate and all this other shit. When I went to prison, I had a bunch of older dudes who gravitated to me and was like, yo, you know, I like your energy, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You intelligent, you smart, you just made a couple of bad decisions, you got a release date. So when you go out there, don't take your freedom for granted. Do something with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Find what you love, find what your heart is into, and do something. Go find you a nice little girl, you know what I'm saying? Wife that up, and that's it. They was telling me the streets was a fucking myth back then. In the 90s when I was wilding out. These older heads, these motherfuckers was doing like 60 years plus. Some wasn't even getting out. You know what I'm saying? One of the infamous homies from out here, you know, um, I'm not gonna put out no name, but his block, I'll say this much, his block, they used to get work from um damn, what's the rivals to Big Meech and them? It was in the series too. I think it was something incorporated or something like that. Some Boys Inc. or whatever crew that Big Meech and them was rival to in Detroit. They was getting work his block and him and his crew was getting work from Detroit from these dudes. They had a nice little, connection with Boston and stuff like that. Um, I forgot what not Boys Incorporated. I forgot the name, but y'all could look it up. Somebody might know. But it was called Inc. I know they got a name and then they had INC after their name. But long story short, dog, I was locked with this dude, me and him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, when I get out, I'm gonna be out here for a little bit, and then I'm moving to Florida. I'm gonna be in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. And he's like, oh, I got an aunt that lives down there, and I got cousins that live down there. So I'll tap in, and we could link up, whatever, whatever. But long story short, I had like 2 weeks left to get out. So they put you in a unit where, like, you're about to get out and shit like that. Like what they call it, a low, like a lesser than a medium. Basically, it's like for people that got short time. You know what I'm saying? So you're not in the violent units and all this other shit. But long story short, this dude was older than me, and this man was crying like a newborn baby. And in order for you to like see other inmates that's in the prison, you would go to church, and there would be a bunch of COs in there, and then they like, so that's where you get to talk and see other inmates that's in the prison. But long story short, this man, it was like, crying, and I'm like, damn, you ain't getting out? He was like, nah, the feds, after I wrap up here, I gotta go do, I forgot how much time he said. I think it was like over 30 something years. He was saying with it, something like that. He had to do some wild time, but the feds is about to snatch him up. Why? Because his crew he got caught up in a RICO, and people started telling and shit like that. I saw it. So the point I'm trying to make is a grown man was crying like a newborn fucking baby because he's thinking he's gonna wrap up. He had like the time that he had to do in the prison. I think I forgot it was like 6 years or something like that. After he did that, he owed like a county jail 2 years. So he, you know what I mean, and he was gonna get out, and he was already doing like 4 years, so he was on short time. So he just had basically 4 years to do behind bars, and he was gonna get out. Because like I said, he had six where we was at. He was already on four, so he had two, and then he had to do 2 more years in county, and then he would be released. But then the feds came in and they slapped him with like 22 to 25 counts. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of shit, like, you know, drive-bys that he had nothing to do with. He wasn't part of it, but they were saying, yeah, they sent he's put the word and told them to go. It was just crazy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I learned early on the streets is a myth. Now, I believe the streets is a myth, but I still believe in respect, morals, and integrity. And that's just in life, not has nothing to do with the streets. I'm just talking about in life. I still am a firm believer of respect, morals, and integrity. You know what I'm saying? And loyalty. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But I don't know how people, because the street rules, man, it'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You never get one standard rule when it comes to the fucking street life, man. Niggas is always moving the goalposts. New fucking bullshit is created and all this other shit. So it never stays the same, you know. But yeah, man. So like the point is, like I said, I saw this a grown ass man crying like a newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? For shit he had nothing to do with. You know what I mean? As far as I know, what he told me. If he's lying, he was lying to himself. But at the end of the day, like I said, I ain't never told no youngin' to go crash out and do nothing stupid. you know? Because how the fuck would I be able to sleep? Some people ain't got no conscience. Some people ain't even got no soul. So, they'll sleep like ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I know me, I wouldn't be able to. But that's just me, because I have a soul, and I got a heart. So a lot of people don't. I mean, so Ladies, call up. The bus lines are still open. Playing whatever you want to hear. Yeah, D Allen, it'd be crazy, man, when it comes to that shit. Got special requests. I'm gonna play this young band record right here. It's kind of fresh. Over here, tie your ass up to a chair and throw bricks at you, top speed through your head. Slow pain, torture stab. Better hope any of these shits knock you out. Enjoy.
Dad, when are we gonna finish our house? Almost done, son. I can't live like this anymore, dog. Look at this place. Wolf has a real.
Some don't have no soul. Nah, they don't. A lot of motherfuckers don't got no soul. Especially in the streets, man. Especially in the fucking streets. You know what I mean? Time to tell. Like I make it G always says. I love my niggas. All my real niggas, I swear. My heart hope to die. Hear me out. The thumb is grimy and snakes. From the blind side, the one who spread love. I never shit on my feet. I never left my dogs out in the cold. I extended my hand with compassion. You extended yours with war. Who fuck it? Sneaky motherfuckers gonna learn how this nigga. That is so true. You extend yourself. You niggas hit you from the blind side. They take your kindness for weakness. You know what I'm saying? They take that love and respect that you show for weakness. Nigga turn around and throw that shit right back in your face on some sucker shit. Punk nigga. From the blind side, the one who spread love, me. I never shit on my feet. I never left my dogs out the cold, never. I extended my hand with compassion. You extended yours with war. Cool, fuck it. That sneaky motherfuckers gonna learn how this nigga rock. Quiet storm, nigga. Stop to dead, nigga. I rock your flesh. Quiet storm, nigga. We don't do no talking over here. You heard? Revenge is best served cold. Revenge is best served cold. You heard? It's a lot of grimy snake niggas, man. And that's the foul thing. There's a lot of niggas that get in position and they snakes, they grimy, they haters. They don't want to see nobody eat. They act like, nigga, they gonna eat all the food in the world by themselves and just get fat while everybody else starve. It's like, damn, my nigga, like that's damn, you got hate in your blood? That's how you are? You a hater like that, my nigga? Like you don't want to see nobody win, huh? You don't want to see nobody eat. You know what I mean? And that's the foul shit. It's like a lot of suckers be in position of power. You know? A lot of clowns who ain't never had no fame. Who ain't, you know what I mean? They get a little light and now they don't know how to act. They'll never put nobody on. Why? Because they haters. You know what I'm saying? They'll never put nobody on. I see a lot of talent on YouTube, man. There's mad people that's talented on YouTube. For real. But they get caught up in the fuck shit on YouTube. A lot of people. There's niggas on YouTube with a lot of talent, and there's females on YouTube with a lot of talent. A lot of them stay, in the low vibrational shit, man. That I don't get. For real. You know what I mean? A lot of people on YouTube with a lot of talent, but niggas won't work together because niggas got these egos that they don't know how to put to the side. And I'm not saying you can't have an ego, you know what I'm saying? But ego could be the death of you as well, too. It's cool to have an ego, but ego can also be the death of you. You know, it's cool to have pride as well, too, but that shit could be the death of you if you don't know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, a lot of niggas is emotional and they don't know how to be emotionally intelligent. A lot of people won't work together and make money because of dumb shit. You ain't got no real beef, no real smoke, ain't nobody bodies drop. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no bloodshed. But because you just don't like this person, you don't want to do business and make money. That shit is crazy to me. When everybody can eat and everybody can shine. There's so many light. It's not one big ass bright light that just shines on one person. There's so many light that could shine on a lot of people. But niggas don't want, niggas is gonna be niggas. That's the problem. And the same thing for the niggettes too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the women, not talking about the ladies, I'm talking about the niggettes, and I'm not talking about the men and the gentlemen. Talking about the ones who's got the crab in the barrel mentalities. You know what I'm saying? Who could link up and make something happen, but they don't want to make nothing happen. Oh, I don't want to work with him. Fuck him. Somebody could be selling a good product and somebody won't even support the product, but they'll go buy something and spend money on a product that, you know, an outsider made, and they don't give two fucks. You know what I'm saying? Dog, they said the chewish money, as you know, they be funny with the, so I gotta switch it up. The Jewish community, when they spend their money, they spend their money in their own community. That shit circles around at least 20 times before it goes out the community. But us blacks, our money doesn't even circle around one time in our community. Why? Because we give it to outsiders. We spending money with the in the Asian community. We spend money in the Arabic community, or the the Arabics, the people from India and wherever else. We spend money with them. Then we wonder why Habib be treating you funny. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. We spend money outside of our community and then we wonder why. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is sitting here arguing about this and about that, about petty shit. Petty shit. These people spend their money. They will quick to go support. They could disagree on 10 things. Don't even see eye to eye on one thing. But guess what? They'll make bread together. I'll tell you that. They'll make money together. That's a fact. They'll make money together. Then people wonder why the black community ain't progressing. Why we still fucking being treated a certain way. While all these outsiders, they come over here from their country, niggas quick to fucking, you know what I'm saying, get a bullshit job that pays them decent, give them some fucking benefits, dental insurance, health insurance. They work their ass off. They save every fucking dime and penny. You know what I'm saying? And, they'll all live in a fucking 2-3 bedroom apartment and it'll be like 10 of them. Nobody's complaining. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying? They'll say, hey, every week you get your check, we all put $100 in a pot. You know what I'm saying? To some of y'all Caribbean folks, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of y'all call it susu. We call it hand money. In Creole, we call it meh. Meh means hand. That means somebody plays a banker, and every week you get your check, everybody puts in. And then they put everybody's name in a hat, and then they draw out everybody's name one by one from the first name to the last name, and that's how everybody gets the payout. So say the pot is $20,000, they'll be like, hey, D Allen, since it's June 1st, you get the $20,000, right? If Peach is still in here, right? Peach is the second name that gets pulled out of the hat. On the 15th of June, Peach gets the $20,000. Let's just say my name is drawn out the hat, the third name out the hat. When July comes, July 1st, I get the $20,000. Then so on and so on. They keep going on and on and on. A lot of Caribbean, Latin countries or nationalities, they do that. This is how people pay college tuition for their children. This is how they send their children to private school, Catholic school. They pay for the tuition for the schools. You see what I'm saying? People buy houses. They use that money as a down payment on a crib. Some people buying cars straight out with the money. Let me read. Let me see. It seems it's easier for them to get business going than us. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Because they work out a deal. um the government works out a deal where when these people come over, like I saw this thing about Chinese, why we see Chinese food restaurants in the hood, but you'll never see a Chinese food spot in the suburb. That's part of their deal when they come over here. So when they come over here and they ask them, why are you coming to America? They say, oh, I'm starting up a business. And it's like, oh, what's the business that you starting? Oh, I'm doing restaurant. So they get the money. And with the Chinese government, somebody can correct me. Last time that I researched this, it said that they don't need to show proof on, with you and I, right? If we go to a bank and we ask for a loan, we got to show the bank that we're able to pay back the money that they loaning us. With the Chinese, now I don't know if it is with other nationalities. I'm just speaking on the Chinese, right? That they don't have to show proof that they can pay the government back. So they get that credit. You know what I'm saying? They get that loan to start up the business. So that's why a lot of them get it. It's not easier. It's about being agreeable. It could be that too, Peach. And it's like everyone works together except us. No, that's a fact, Deanna. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm speaking off of experience when I tell you this shit. My mom's was a banker at one point, played bank, right? I should say not a banker, but a real banker, but she played bank. And what I'm talking about. And everybody would pay like $200 every week. They take $200 out of their check and everybody would put into into a kitty, piggy bank, whatever. They would give my mom's the money, right? So however many people you have, the more people you have, the bigger the bank will be, right? And everybody gets a chance on the payout. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you draw everybody's name. So what my moms used to do is have, so say there's like 20 people, right? So these people would come to my mom's crib. Hold on, I got a text. I gotta make a text real quick. Let me see. Cause I'm gonna end this live in a little bit, but hold on. Let me see. So yeah, all right. So let me get to it. So so let's just say, right? It's the amount is $20,000. So my moms will have everybody that's in it, right? Come to the crib or they'll go somewhere, like rent a hall or space or somebody will host it at their house, whatever, right? There'd be food there, whatever. And so everybody could see that there's no funny shit going on. Everybody writes their name on a piece of paper. On a blank piece of paper, they write their name, right? They crumble it up. They put it into a hat or a box or whatever. It's kind of like how the lottery draws out their numbers. They do it like that. So they pull out the first name. Boom. The first name that gets pulled out, that person gets the first payout. You see what I'm saying? Or sometimes they do it backwards. That person is last, right? That person is last. Some of them switch it up and stuff like that, but I'm just giving y'all a quick example of it. So they draw everybody's name out of the hat, right? And then that's how it goes in order. So they write it down like in a notebook and they write it down on the chalk so that way you could screenshot it. You write it down like, oh, my payout is gonna be this coming October. I'm gonna get this $30,000 or I'm gonna get this $40,000, whatever the amount is, right? And so it's done in front of everybody, so nobody says, "Oh, I didn't see how did the drawing happen and How did your aunt get pulled out first? I think you and your aunt, you know what I mean? All this funny shit." So everybody sees how it gets pulled out, and if you agree with it, you agree with it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to exchange with somebody and say, "Hey, let me take the fifth spot," say the person might be 10th, and you want to go up to their spot, you can buy their spot. They might ask you for $100, $200 to switch with you, shit like that. It's like that. It's done like that. Whatever. And everybody agrees. All right, so everybody's locked in on their spot. Yep, everybody's locked in. Once you locked in, that's it. There's no changing spots and moving up and trying to move up. No more. Once it's locked in and everybody agrees it's locked in, boom, it's locked in. And people, like I said, I done seen people come and collect the money. Boom. They like, yo, I just, I need this money as a down payment on a house. You know what I'm saying? I done seen a lady come to my mom and said, yeah, she's gonna use the money for her children's Catholic school tuition. You know what I'm saying? I done seen people come and they like, oh yeah, I was looking at some cars, or I'm going to the dealership this weekend. I want to purchase a car. I'm gonna use half the money. Um, you know, I'm going to use some of the money as a down payment. I'm going to finance the car so I can make my credit score go a little up higher. Whatever. People use the money for whatever the fuck they want to use it for. Vacation, a cruise, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. But yeah, these people, they save the money, you know what I'm saying? And us, we don't want to work together. Now, is that all of the black community that don't want to work together? No. But for the most part, a lot of us will find bullshit reasons not to work with one another. Last time that I checked, there's a lot of white folks that don't agree on a lot of shit. But guess what? They could band and come together and make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Trump said that plenty of time. When he had the Apprentice show, he said, yo, I do a lot of business with men, people I don't really give a fuck about. I don't really care too much. But guess what? We make money together. And that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? Trump may want to buy this land over here so he can put up a Trump Tower, and somebody might say, "Oh, yo, Trump, I'm cool with the guy who owns this land. I'll set up a business meeting. I'll set up a meeting to where you can meet this guy and you can have a conversation and see, if you could buy the land from him so you can build a hotel." You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how it be. These people band together. But us, it's like, yo, Haitians be working with Haitians. Jamaicans work with each other. They support each other. Chinese will support each other. Japanese, Mexicans, Guatemalans, Colombians. All of these other nationalities will band together and help each other. But us, oh, I don't like him. He's from the other side. And it's like, okay, he's from the other side, but nigga, you don't got beef with the person. You might have beef with people from his area, but you don't have personal beef with him. So because of that, you don't want to do no business with him, and it's gonna benefit you? That shit is crazy. It's like that nigga mentality, man. It's a stupid fucking, like I said, mentality. And it's like everyone works together except for, oh, okay, I read that already. But yeah, motherfuckers will find dumb shit to complain about and not work together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy. Like, let's just say you do t-shirts, D Allen, right? You do t-shirts. And you're like, yo, I'm gonna send you a t-shirt made back to show you I got good quality t-shirts, blah, blah, blah. And you send it to me for free, right? You send it to me. And I'm like, yo, this shit is quality. Damn. Like, yo, so how much you gonna charge me for 100 t-shirts? I want to buy 100 t-shirts. I want 20 red, 20 black, 20 blue, and you give me a nice wholesale deal. Guess what? You know what I'm gonna do from that point on? I'm gonna send every and anybody I know, whether they need t-shirts or not. I'm putting out the information. So what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna promote your t-shirts and I need 10%. Like, if we're gonna come to that term, then that's something that we do between me and you. You know what I'm saying? Whether we do it verbally or we do it contractually, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people do anyways. They don't want to do verbal shit because now if shit goes left, I can't sue you. You can't sue me because we don't got no contracts to show the courts. But let's just say you're like, damn, since Maybach bought 100 t-shirts, I gave him a good deal. He bought 100 t-shirts from me for $40. I'm just giving an example, right? I bought 40 t-shirts. You sold it to me for wholesale. The total price was $40 for 100 shirts, right? I get the 100 shirts, and I know somebody that does graphic designs or they doing t-shirts, and I'm like, yo, homie, I got a plug on some t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got a plug? Yo, how much he charge you? I that's between me and that person. I can't put that information out there. But if you buy a certain amount, he'll give you a deal. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of being the middleman. I'm gonna put D Allen and the homie on a conference call, and y'all talk, and then boom, y'all exchange numbers. Now I'm out the picture. Some people will take a fee for that, for being the middleman. Some people do that. They'll charge. You know what I'm saying? They'll be the middleman. They might not even introduce the person to the plug. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on who you doing business with. You know what I'm saying? And all that other type of shit. Me, if you're somebody that I fucks with like that, I don't mind bringing you to the plug because I trust you. I know you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna do no backdoor slime ball shit to the plug because I know you like that. You're a good person, so I'm gonna bring you and introduce you to the plug. I'm be like, yo, plug. This is my homie Mike. Mike, this is the plug. Boom, y'all do business. Boom, boom. I done did that with people. I got a homie who owns his own construction company. He renovates homes and stuff like that. Does home improvement, home renovation work. He buys property, he owns property, he rents property out. This is what he do. I put him on to two people to fix their home, and it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? The two people was thanking me. They like, yo, two contracting companies try to charge me 120 to do my basement. Your homie's only charging me 60. So he's saving me $60,000 and he did great work. I am satisfied. And you know what I did? I sent them to my aunt to fix my aunt's house. You know what the homie did? The homie came, he said, yo, you at your crib? I'm like, nah, I'm not there, but I'll be there in 20 minutes. He said, all right, by the time I get there, you should already be there. I'm going to pull up on you. I'm thinking he's just going to pull up on me. We're going to chill. We're going to talk, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? A homie came up and we talked for a little bit and he was like, oh shit, I forgot. I got to show this lady one of my properties. She's looking to buy. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, oh shit, come outside with me to the car. I got something for you. I'm like, oh, okay. You got something for me? I'm not thinking nothing of it. And he hands me a envelope, a white envelope. You know what I'm saying? When I get inside, I look inside the envelope. Homie blessed me with some bread. And I hit him up right there, like, yo, bro, why you giving me all this money? He was like, nah, my nigga, yo, you put me on to do somebody's basement, to renovate their basement, whatever, or do their basement, finish their basement or whatever. And they put me on to another business venture. So I'm blessing you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, that's what's up, homie. I was like, yo, I appreciate you, man. He was like, yo, when you put people on like that, and they make money, they're supposed to hit you back. I said, man, listen, man. I said, I super respect you because a lot of people don't think like you do. I said, I'm like that. And I don't be asking for shit in return, especially if I'm cool with you like that. Now, if you're a stranger, that's different. I'm going to be like, yo, I got to charge you like 5%. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna charge you like 5%. I'm putting you on to make money, and you gonna make well over than fucking 5% that you're paying me. So you shouldn't even complain, But if I know you like that, I don't look for nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. So yeah. And the homie, gave me some money. I'm like, oh shit, appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Crack the joke was like, yo, don't spend that in one place. And you know what I mean? And shit like that. But this is what I'm saying. Everybody don't have that type of mentality. You know? I done did the same thing for similar people and they ain't give me shit in return. Nothing. And I'm not saying they obligated to do that. But again, that's where I be fucking up at because I will do something for a person. I can't expect that person to do the same for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's where sometimes we go wrong. We put expectations on people. Again, like I like to say, you give somebody 1,000% loyalty, and it would be nice to get the 1,000% loyalty back, but people are gonna give you what they want to give you. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I had to learn. Everybody's not the same. Some people, you know how the saying they say, "Oh, a closed mouth don't get fed." Sometimes when you're doing business with certain people, you gotta have shit on paper sometimes. You have to just protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta set something up to be like, yo, homie, I'm gonna need 10%. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna work on this person's home and you're about to make $60,000. 10% from 60 is nothing, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So and they either pay it and do business with you, or they don't pay it and don't do business with you. Because some people are like that. Oh, why should I pay you on that type of mentality? It's like, yo, homie, you're about to make fucking $80,000. My nigga, you can't throw me $1,000. You know what I'm saying? You can't throw me 10, but some people, that's how they are. That's how they are. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You're about to make 80. You can't throw me $10,000, my nigga. I'm only asking you 10%, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't throw me $10,000. You're about to make 80. Like, come on. What are we talking about here? Some people, it's like that. They look at it like, oh, why should I pay you? Blah, blah, blah. All this other shit. And then some other people, they be like, damn, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be making this money. So yeah, you got that. I'm gonna throw you $10,000. You know? I know another homie who owns property and shit like that. And he'll pay you a finder's fee. He'd be like, yo, find me houses that is being sold by the owner. You know what I'm saying? And if he closed the deal on that property, he'll throw you 1,500, 2,500 finder's fee. There's other people, you'll do the same thing for them, and they won't give you a dollar. You know what I mean? So again, I had to learn that. You can't put expectations on people. You can't assume that what you do for this person that they're gonna do for you in return. Everyone is not the same, and that's something that it took me a while to learn. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I at least learned that lesson. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect everybody to do what you would do. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm the type, if I'm eating, I want to see my homies eat too. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I know if somebody offers me a business venture and I know that you could make some money out of it, I'm gonna include you in it. But some other niggas, they'll get something offered to them and they won't call you at all. They won't include you in it. So that's something that I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? That's something, it took me a long time. I ain't gonna lie. It took me a long time to like overcome that shit. When I'm like, damn, I got offered a business deal and I put two people on, and these people get offered business deals and they didn't even call me. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm human. We all human. You gonna feel some type of way. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm like, damn, I put these two dudes on. I put two of these dudes on and they get offered business deals and they know I'm qualified to do something that's part of the deal, and I don't even get a phone call. That's crazy. Why? Because these niggas is money hungry. They want all the shit to themselves. They don't want to share with nobody. And you got those type of niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Or those type of people, you know? Whether it's male and females. You got a lot of people that's like that. You'll put them on, but they'll never put you on. You know what I'm saying? They won't bring you to the table so you can get a little something out of it too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stick to the ones that's we reciprocate shit. You know what I'm saying? The ones that do that with me, I'ma always have them around. I'ma always bring them to the table. Outside of that, middle fingers to them other motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to find your tribe, man. You got to find people that really give a fuck about you. At the end of the day, you got to find people that, like I said, you bring them to the table. You bring them to business meetings for them to make bread, and they'll bring you to business meeting for you to make bread. You know what I'm saying? Everybody eats, but everybody don't have that fucking mentality. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of motherfuckers that's like, nah, everybody ain't eating. Nigga, I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? They want to eat only. They don't want nobody else to enjoy. And that's how it be sometimes. And it's cool too if that's their mentality. You just got to live and learn from that experience. You know what I'm saying? You just learn from that experience and that's it. You know? Yeah, let's like a little if you like, man. I'm scam, scam, scam. I invest too much time at this job. It's taken away from who I am. Who I am. I need to find a way to get rich back tomorrow. I'm so tired of scam, scam, scam. I invest too much time at this job. Riding to the checker flag, destination having dates, Bible. They don't levitate. Ask me where I'm from. Never heard of flow so passionate. Papa grew up over here on Bethlehem and Lazarus. Finally got the ball back in my hand and I ain't passing it. Devil thought you ain't know Jesus came to level up my mental health. Riding with my father, the OG. Uh-huh. Freaking rapper, now your favorite rapper can't even compete. Uh-huh. Spirit stay connected to Wi-Fi. Now every day I'm singing gospel on your timeline. Big God, several big angels all around me. I came in with a big squad. Mm-hmm.
Never sue the person who hit you after a car accident.
Never.
$100,000 for accident.
Boxer, but now I'm a fisherman. In this word, I'm a dive, I'm a swimming. Saving souls, yeah, we're trying to get him in order that simple. You gotta get rid of it, huh? Well, you gotta get rid of it. Fight the flesh, but you gotta have discipline. And I know that you say you believe in the word, but my brother, I feel that you live in. I wanna make sure that you get to heaven, my brother, but you gotta go and repent. I know that you wanna be in the club getting litty and bent, but you gotta repent. You saying that God forgives and living in sin. You tripping, that's not what he meant. If you get baptized and you don't repent, my brother, you just getting wet. If you want to be free from the love of the money, then you got to be content. You want to be free from the love of the money, you got to be content. Tim Sean. I was dead at my son like a zombie. Now I got the spirit of zombie. I sent you to come back and haunt me. I keep that Bible and show me. Still can't believe that you want me. I got close. And you pick that stuff up like it started working. I got my boy just got it working. I got out the chart like that. I found my purpose. I'ma keep preaching the truth. I don't care if you don't want you burning. Gotta get right with Christ right now, cause he's returning. Cause it's worth it. It's worth it. Just live a life of worship. Every day you wake up, you gotta go pick up your cross. If you wanna be a true disciple, count the cross. I was gonna try with your cross. I was in the mall. Don't even get me started. I was living in pockets. And my heart was hardened. He took me out of the darkness. Finish what he started. He said his grace is sufficient, so I'ma be good regardless. Man, I feel like Jane Harden, stepping back from my own life. What's it? I was searching for peace and other things. That's something that I couldn't find. And I came up to Jesus Christ. Now I got a peace of mind. Remember my wife. I got Jesus Christ. Hallelujah, love. I forgot to know the flood. I was stuck in the mud. I talk to people. Jesus Christ is gracious. All I need was love. I see the love. Tired of painful finger sticks? Meet the future. Alpha and Omega. I was dead in my sin like a zombie. Now I got the spirit of hope. I keep that Bible that's on me. Body of Christ is your own. I was thinking my sin like a zombie. I was trying to come back and home. I was dead, then I came alive. When I found out that you want me. I broke out the spirit moved from the X to a left. We go hit crazy commanders. So them breaks when they ran up. If my brother vote, I pick my mans up. Say make your spirit stay sick like it's cancer. If you need healing, then Jesus the answer. If you need healing, then Jesus the answer. I love me a cool. Talking about the thing with some junk. Teaspoon of vinegar will get it right. Make me wanna put my name on it. She put a crease in my jeans. She put at me. Damn, how can her breathe? I love my cougar, Miss Irene. Took me in every Sunday. Tell him go mow the lawn for her. Clean that garage 'cause her husband had moment of silence from Mr. Charles. Now I'm finna go work on her. Take this cornbread, some good old yam. Get a high blood pressure medicine for. She just wants to stay away from me. I love my coffee with some age on it. On the vinegar will get it right. Make me wanna put my name on it. She put a crease in my jeans that I need. And I'm talking like green. I love my cougar, Miss Irene. Miss Irene. Bitch, I dropped my blunt today. You been acting real suspicious. Just pay for my music, can't download it on my phone. All right, brother. Peace, man. Stay up. You already know. No hesitation to leave me the hell alone. Y'all taking while I'm up. Y'all taking while I'm asleep. Y'all taking while I'm asleep. Should've left my damn car down. Ain't getting none. Apple Pay, I'm sick of y'all. I subscribe to one thing, y'all saying six. Sick of y'all. Okay, here y'all go again. I've had it over here with y'all. Taking my hand. And my mind simple wings, and y'all couldn't get in my budget. I'm supposed to know it's due, and y'all don't say nothing. It's like y'all robbing me in broad day for all of my coins, charging for everything, and I know they taking yours, charging you all at once. Oh, I got to change. Y'all dug into my bill money now. I'm sick of Apple Pay shit. I just pay for my music, can't download nothing on my phone. Y'all just take without consideration, no hesitation, just leave me the hell alone. Y'all take it y'all take it while I'm sleeping. Should've locked my damn car. Apple Pay, I'm sick of y'all. Subscribe to one thing, y'all saying six. Y'all go again. Had it to get with y'all, taking my hand. Sick of y'all. For the longest time. Now she should be stronger. We both got some selfish ways and we holler and we hurt. All the drama and the pain, let's put it all in a third.
If you're living with schizophrenia, you may be eligible to participate in a paid clinical research study of a possible new treatment. No insurance required.
I'm gonna lay you down, baby. Take your clothes off. I'll make love to you in all the ways you want. But I want to stay a turtleneck, a turtleneck, my turtleneck, my turtleneck. That's crazy. He said he'll make love to her, but he ain't taking off his turtleneck. Yo, this dude is funny as shit. Yeah, I'm on a budget. And she trying to hold up everything. Still ain't put gas in the car. And she ain't said a thing. Got me paying it all. And all she doing is scrubbing. Scrubbing. Talking about balling on a budget. Yeah. It's 2 for 20. That's my type of range. Let me get a water for the lady. Let me get a lemonade. She wants shrimp, cheesecake, crazy combination. And this our first date. I'm seeing red by how she ordering. She's not considering. Nope. Waitress came to the table asking who taking the check. $89. Goddamn. Facts. Hold the fuck up. How the fuck I bring a female on a date? Our first date, you want lobster, you want shrimp, you want steak, you want this, you want that, you want a whole bottle, and I'm supposed to pay for all of that? Man, listen. Some women is fucking crazy out here, man. Man, we going to Mickey D's, nigga. That's what we doing. We going to Mickey D's, your ass is getting a fucking Happy Meal. Sit back and relax and enjoy that. That's what you getting. You getting a fucking Happy Meal, and if you piss me off, you ain't getting no Happy Meal. You gonna get a kiddie meal. That's what you gonna get. Yeah, you gonna get small fries and a 6-piece nugget. That's what your ass gonna get. Facts. Yo, these women be bugging. Bugging. Crazy. Let's go. No respect. No respect. We balling on a budget. Uh-huh. Trying to order everything. No gas. She said a thing. Got me paying it all. No simping. Talking about it. Baby, I'm on a budget. Baby, we on a budget. And she trying to order it all. No coochie. Don't run your coochie mouths up, ladies. Uh-huh. Giving it to Tom and Harry, part of the family tree. Mhm. You can't do what a man do, baby. You too emotional. I'm trying to give you game, but you're coachable. You really something. Bringing masculine. You just wanna feel love. You go away, your face, I feel bad. Making your cool things, baby. Need that help.
Please, slow that thing down. I do cause you taking time. Putting her on the box, all in those pound town. And they can't get your dog. You're just independent. And for your past do mistakes, it's hard to please women these days, baby. I takes you so hard and I'm not the bitterness. Don't make it all bittersweet. If you're trying to prove you're standing up, I'll go sweep you off your feet. Don't run your coochie mouth up and try to bring it back to me. Been here to town, everything part of that thing. Oh, you can't do what a man do, baby. Too emotional. I'm trying to give you game, but you have to be coachable. You're really soft on the inside, baby. You really need a hug. Masculine is a difference, mechanism. You just wanna feel love. Took away your vibe. That's why I fell back. Taking no cool to do some things, baby. Keep that hell, yeah. Keep that, yeah. Keep that Hellcat. Trying to find something to play, y'all. That ain't you know, ain't gonna hit us right. They be funny on here, yo. Um, yeah, yeah. About to boring them. Cold boring them. The drum is over, can't you feel like euphoria? Warrior, gaps get cornier, cornier. We don't play games, never will be ever toy with you. Can't with you niggas, so my answer the biggest. Take it for a swim, those hands to the river. Molly up, y'all bitches all funny to me though. Never banged out, we know a story though. Niggas still on me, but he report to PO. Then jump in the land, man, we off to the show. Take a car, sight, never go see a hoe. Get a clear compromise like, oh shit. Bitch, what you got me into? My goose be here with the letter. Senses like, pop. You don't hear screams or you hear them shocking false here. Say, gotta get by. 5 liters so gotta get by. Fascinating, sneak body that shot. Do that shit off top. Take it off here. Say, gotta get by. Think 5 liters so gotta get by. Fascinating, sneak body that shot. Do that shit off top.
Yep, McDonald's. You heard? McDonald's. Happy Meal.
Right there on the scene, the cold silver bitch ass nigga. Ass book, nigga, I'm the worst demon you ever. Don't phone you, nigga. Thrown in hell like I put it on. Machine got brief that on long time. Power born, running your rap. In the line green light, come and get your hands with. Tap it out when that comes and this. Well, body locked.
Ain't you working, Peach?
Gun don't premature nuts. Bus at the exact time. Smoke up warfare. They gotta get by. 5 liters so gotta get by. Fascinating, sneak by that shot. Put that shit off top. Take warfare. City gotta get by. Big 5 liters so gotta get by. Fascinating, sneak body that shot. Do that shit off top. I'm taking you warfare. Say, gotta get by. Take 5 liters so gotta get by. Fascinating, sneak body that shot. That shit off top. Take you off here. Say, gotta get by. Take 5 liters so gotta get by. Fascinating, sneak body that shot. Handle that shit off top. I'm taking you off here.
Oh, okay. Salute to Dangerous.
Class session. So it's time for you to get the notes. The quickest way to sell your soul is when you niggas vote. This shit I'm picking is forbidden. Better listen, bro. A politician preaching love is the biggest joke. See what they do is use this shit as a tool. Got us focus on these moves.
Good politics.
Fighting to free your mind is trying to hollow but true. The system make you a zombie if you follow the rules. So be rebel, but not too many live it to tell. Till they find the cheat code using digital scale. Paradise is aborted when the mission is failed. Heaven and hell collide like prison and jail. And you don't need religion just to say you awake. You even dumber than you look. You think you came from an ape. Religion needs science. Science need religion. One tell a story and the other paint the picture. But listen, nigga, if you dig a little deeper, you can find that little rabbit in the mother of the reaper. The best for a reason is a message in the speaker when the cosmos. That's a blessing from the ether. One day I met the devil for real and made a deal with him. Told him all I want is the money and kept it real with him. Came in the form of a thought, I couldn't build with him. Shit, I was selling the beans, really killing them. Your thumb bar ain't much if you got don't shoot. I'm strapped and bulletproof like the Batman suit. All it takes is one snap to have my enemies killed. The laws and space and time, I could bend them at will. Yeah, I'm in the world. That's they just wanna keep us asleep. I know this shit suck. When the fuck the niggas wake up, I know this shit tough. Every other step you take, you get your foot stuck. Cause they go and show you the fly with some niggas pushed up. Religion is a part of the system, my nigga. Listen, if you ain't got control of your soul, then you's a victim. The pope all over the net with politicians. The same politicians who sleeping with little children. Time to make paper what they did to the youth. Freedom of speech is nothing when they censor the truth. You ain't gotta show shit when you live in the proof. Giving support to your oppressors, man. You niggas is goofy. Time to fight fire with fire, get on some nigga shit. Time to get back what they stole, all of our innocence. People hate the way that I talk, this shit be spicy. I say a bunch of shit that ain't true, it isn't likely. They try to say your vision ain't true, but with your sight, see, the best way to tear you apart is through your psyche. I give it to you real, what you need me to say. Ask the world leaders about the oath they secretly take. It's a plan that they got to keep us legally slaves. Paid labor overwhelming when you needed a break. If you think that I'm just talking, then bitch, you lost. It's a war going on like rich versus poor. The rich keep getting rich while you broke ass starve. Feed you little pennies at that punk ass job. Think cause you get it in tax, you need that income. Really, I'm just stating the facts, cause niggas been dumb. Your emotions are controlled by a system. Cause when I make a song full of hate, niggas listen. When I make a song about love, niggas skip it. They both from the soul, so really ain't nothing different. Today you gotta give it a fight to make the hate stop. Niggas on that ignorant shit gon' get a face shot. Believe what you wanna believe. A lot of niggas snakes only going off of belief. A lot of shit is fake with two hands blazing. I'm ready for damnation. Tell a slave master I'm burning the plantation. You fuck niggas like the cocaine, but can't take it. So all during war, these flames prevent. Salute. Salute, bro. Salute. Salute. Flying over your head, it ain't a spaceship. The reason why we pulling you. Played Mayday earlier. And it led us on the path that got us out of the matrix. Unity is power beyond. We should embrace it, but you could never bathe in the truth when you embrace it. Speeding off what you was taught, then the bracelet. Then you see it's not. I noticed YouTube been playing around again. They always fucking playing around. When people go live, some people get the notifications, some people don't. But like I tell people, if you've been on YouTube for years, just do your due diligence. You know what I mean? Just periodically check to see if anyone that you subscribe to is live. That's all. Because, a lot of people say unsubscribe and resubscribe. That's supposed to reset everything and hit the all notification bell. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But just, if you really support somebody, you're going to check for them. That's what I do. You know what I mean? That's why some of y'all that have my contact, I be telling y'all, send me a text message. When you go on live, send me a text message so that way I know exactly, oh yeah, you're going to be live today. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know? And I try to do the same for others as well, too. Appreciate you, brother. Likewise, man. Appreciate you, too. Can't get seat down in the truck. What? You can't get the seat down in the truck? Thumbnail is tight. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I was saying earlier they was talking about there's a meteorite a 3-foot meteor that, came over here. That's why we heard the whole fucking state shaking and all this other shit. And it was felt in New Hampshire and Rhode Island. To me, I remember I can't remember who actually put me on, but somebody put me on to the dumb. And I was like, what the fuck is dumb? They was like, you don't know what dumb is? The abbreviation? DUMB? I was like, nah. And they sent me a nice little documentary that broke that down. About you know, um, the underground military bases, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And to me, that's what that was. I don't believe that was no meteorite. You know what I'm saying? I know that's what they saying and all of that BS. That's just to get people to, oh, the government said it was a meteorite. Oh, okay, that's what that was. But come on. How is it like simultaneously was being done in South Carolina and then Texas fell the same shit too? Texas experienced the same shit, you know? The ones who are enlightened, the ones who know, they know. You know what I mean? We know not to, believe what the fuck they trying to sell us. You know what I'm saying? To me, again, ain't no meteorite shaking the whole fucking state and Rhode Island and New Hampshire where the shit did not land at. They feeling the effects of it too? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Let me see thumbnail. I heard about that. Yeah. You know. Yeah, man, they try to say that, man. So again, I had a conversation with Peach about that. I was like, man, listen, like 2 years ago, they was trying to say the same shit. There was an earthquake that happened in New York,
Connecticut, Jersey, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania. These were all the East Coast states that felt, the ground shake, houses were shaking, buildings, all of this other shit. And they said it was an earthquake. I didn't believe that shit either. To me, again, when they tell you it's red, I be like, nigga, it's blue. When they say look up, I be looking down. When they say look left, I be looking right. You know what I'm saying? They play that fucking trickery. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe in the Easter bunny or Santa Claus. That's a fact. No Easter bunnies and no Santa Claus, man. You know? But yeah, whenever the government tells you it's this and that, like they got all this high-tech equipment, but yet NASA, quote unquote, we already know NASA ain't a space agency, you know what I'm saying? Um, for educational and entertainment purpose only. Um, they would have seen it. Usually, your local meteorologist would have said, "Hey guys, we see on our satellite radar that there's a 3-foot meteor that might, enter the state of Massachusetts on Saturday at such and such time." They usually tell you or whatever. I don't know. They usually give you a little heads up. And still, even when they telling you that, I feel like they doing something opposite. But this is what they telling you, because the ones who like to drink their Kool-Aid will say, "Oh, so at 3:45 in the afternoon, we're gonna feel the ground shake, and it's supposed to be a meteorite that is going at 75 miles per hour. So this is why I'm gonna feel my house shake, and the alarms on the cars is gonna set off. Oh, okay, honey, it's nothing to see. It's nothing, nothing to see here, folks." They'll believe in that shit. Me, I'd be like, yeah, all right. They're using that as the cover up. So when they do this and you hear the big blast or the big explosion and your house is shaking, this is what's really going on. Again, to bring it back to that, you know. Let me see. Let me see the contrarian when it comes to what the government tells us. Yeah, that's a fact, man. But hey, again, that's why I said you part of that enlightened group. You're part of the group that questions everything. You're part of the group that says, "Hey, let me see what it really is. If that's what y'all doing, then show me this is what y'all doing." You know what I'm saying? Show me the proof. Show it to me. You know? Don't tell me this is what's going on, but then you don't want to show. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to show receipts, you don't want to show documents and all this other shit. And we already know they can you know, falsify documents anyways and stuff like that. But you already know. Yeah, but you got a lot of people out here that drinks what the government is serving them. And they eat what the government is serving them. You know what I'm saying? Like I posted on my community wall, CeraVe. I used to use CeraVe because it's good for dry skin and people with eczema. And now you know, I'm not shocked or surprised now, man. I am not. I saw a total recall that was done on a company called Black Rock that was selling some form of shrimp, frozen shrimp, like it's contaminated and it's very fatal. Like every other week, every damn month, there's a recall on something. And I'm not asking the question, but I say, because I had posted it and people really thought I was asking, the question. It's like, how come there's not a total recall on cigarettes? How come there's not a recall on tobacco? How come there's no recall on alcohol? But there's always recalls on food, chicken, beef, this, that, steak, fish, all of this lab made GMO shit that they mass producing. You know what I'm saying? Heavy metals here, heavy metals there. It's like, yo, come on, man. You know, I'm not shocked or surprised when these things come out. You know what I'm saying? I remember a few years ago, Tide and Gain was in a lawsuit, but yet they still was selling Tide and Gain. When I read it was only New York State that banned from Tide and Gain to be sold because there's a chemical in Tide and Gain, allegedly, that was causing cancer, you know? But they never stop production in other states. They'll do these mass recalls, but then you'll go to these grocery stores, you still see the shit in the frozen food aisle, or you'll still see this product on the shelves. at the grocery store, but yet they telling you, oh, they got a class action lawsuit going on right now. So shit just be crazy to me. It just be crazy. America's history is totally our lies. Yeah, totality our lies. Wars, their heroes, everything. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? I remember saying this on a live when I saw it being said in a video. I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy. Danny Glover went to Hollywood producers for years to make a movie about the Haitian Revolution, and they basically told them, white folks, if they go see this movie, it's not going to be relatable to the pale people, because why? They don't have a pale person as a hero in the movie, or to portray a pale person as a hero in the movie. And that's crazy to me. So if I was Danny Glover, I would say, fuck going to them. Or if you went to them and this is what they told you, then why don't you just put up your money like Mel Gibson did, when he made The Passion of Christ? Just find the directors and the writers. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be part of the writing crew, you be part of the writing crew. I mean, you've been acting for so long. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Danny Glover, because he loves Haiti. He visited Haiti a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And he knows what it is about Haiti and what it's not. You know what I'm saying? He thought it was as bad. I remember one time in an interview, he thought it was as bad as what he was being, hearing being said about Haiti. And then we went out there, he was like, yo, they got clear waters. They got natural shit. They got a bunch of natural resources and stuff like that. You know? Again, a lot of these people went. When Obama left the White House, he went to fucking Haiti. There's an infamous picture of him drinking coconut water out of a real coconut. That's in Haiti. That ain't Jamaica. It ain't Aruba. It ain't Trinidad. It ain't Barbados. It's in Haiti. If y'all seen this picture of him with a real coconut in his hand with a straw, that's a picture of him in Haiti. This is a fact. I don't need to say allegedly or none of this shit. It's a fact. You know what I mean? So how bad is it if these people have mansions or houses or property, you know what I mean? Land and all this other shit. The places that they tell you is the worst. All of these people got their hand. If they don't have their hand in it, they got property, they own land, they got some form of business in these places. This is a fact. This is a fact. But they don't want you to know that. That's why they push out this propaganda and agenda about, oh, this is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, when you compare to the other countries on the Western Hemisphere's economy, yeah, it's poor. But that's because of them, France, and every other country that got their fucking, got the country in a chokehold. You know what I'm saying? The fucking government in Haiti. These people have a little bit of Haitian in their blood, but majority they from Africa. They full blown Africans. They from France and all this other shit. They put their peoples in position. You know what I'm saying? To fucking suppress the country. So when people be asking, oh, if Haiti's so great, this and that, like, come on, when you take somebody's fucking gold reserves, when you slap a tax on them with your warships on, you dock your warships on their port and say, oh, it's cool that you got your independence, congratulations, but wouldn't it be fucked up if a country just comes and drops a bomb on y'all? So we'll protect y'all and slap them with a fucking France. And I'm talking about France. This is all documented. This ain't allegedly, this ain't for no entertainment purposes, but this is an educational moment. This is all facts. Haiti, France and America been occupying Haiti's land ever since they got their independence. This is facts. It's documented. You know what I'm saying? Haiti fucking helped America in a lot of their wars. They help them. They're not gonna tell you the true story because they want you to think that they was fighting and they only got a little bit of help from British and they got a little help from this one, Germany. No. Haiti was part of their help as well too. That's how they ended up with the Louisiana Purchase. This is all documented, but they don't want you to know that. That's why I be telling people, man, fuck what you heard. Go look it up yourself. You know? Go look it up yourself. You know? So when people are asking questions or saying, "Oh, I don't believe a Haitian, how can a Haitian found Chicago?" Like, well, how is that? Why is that impossible? Why is it impossible? You know what I'm saying? One of the first millionaires on Wall Street, black millionaires on Wall Street, quote unquote, black millionaire on Wall Street was a Haitian man. You know what I'm saying? But they want you to believe that Christopher Columbus found this land. You know what I mean? And how did he found something when he was given a map? Like, make that make sense. If I give you a map to a place, how can you found anything when I gave you a map to explore this place? That means I've been there and other people have been there. That's why I'm giving you the map. I'm handing you a map. The map has been handed down. So how can you discover anything when you've been given a map? Make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I know what I know, and that's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I can profess to know. Does that mean I know everything? No, I don't. I don't know everything, but I know what I know, you know? So it's not impossible for a Haitian to found Chicago. You know what I mean? And for them to put a statue in downtown Chicago of the founder. I forgot his name, but it is what it is. America's foreign policy mainly is why Haiti is poor. Correct. 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 You can't starve a nation and then say, look how, yeah, raggedy. Yeah, like when Trump said, oh, it's a shithole and all this other shit. Correct. They do that with all of the, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the only fucking country that's got a military base everywhere in the fucking world. And they got bases on these people's land. Like, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Did these people tell you they needed help? I'm pretty sure if they need help, they'll come to you. But how are you the only people to have a military base in these people's lands, in all of these areas, dog? That don't prove that you a strong arm. You know what I'm saying? You strong arming these people? Come on. Do you see German military bases in America? Do you see Chinese military bases set up over here? Do you see Russian bases set up everywhere? No, they don't. If a country looks to Russia and have a conversation with Putin and said, "Yo, we need some help," Putin will be like, "Okay, cool. Let's have a meeting. Let's have a sit down. You know, this is what I can help you with, but this is what I'm gonna need you to help me with in return." You know what I'm saying? But America just go build military bases and start their strong arm tactics on these people. You know what I'm saying? And they put all these countries they put in a fucking chokehold. You think Russia would have been able to go to Venezuela and just take over their fucking oil reserve or gas reserves like that without there being some type of form of conflict? You know what I'm saying? Can China just go in? Matter of fact, right? China, right when Trump left, the Chinese president went and had a meeting with Venezuela. And right when he left is when he went in and fucking took over. Why? Because Venezuela was going to do a deal with China. And America would have been asked out of that fucking deal. So that's why that night they put a plan together. Boom. All right, we're going to invade these niggas tonight. We ain't waiting. You know what I'm saying? Because the Chinese government just was out there. The president of China was just out and doing a deal with Venezuela. Come on, man. Those who know knows. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be into fucking politics, man. It's just about reading and knowing what it is and what it's not. That's all. You don't got to be in politics. You don't got to study politics to know what it is and what it's not. The United States military, economy, hitmen, yeah, all over the world. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. But, for the purpose of this platform, we'll just say allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But the ones who know, they know. You know what I mean? We'll say allegedly, but we know. You know what I mean? But yeah, like they the only ones that do shit like that. You know? That's why I be telling people, man, people are sitting here having these conversations that we keep having over and over again about what's our national status and this and that. Like at the end of the day, don't be mad at foreigners coming in here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at the foreigners that leave, that really are leaving and escaping, you know, the treacherous shit that's happening in their country. that want a better life, that want to raise their children in a safe place where they're not dropping missiles and bombs everywhere. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't be mad at these people. Yeah, in the midst of these people coming over here, there's a bunch of criminals, there's a bunch of bad folks, just like there's bad Black Americans, just like there's bad white Americans. You know what I'm saying? That be doing bad, that go to these people's countries and do crime and all this other shit. So it's the same, it's vice versa. In the midst of the good people, like I said, my parents came over here, they didn't get on no government assistance. So when people be sitting there talking and banging this gravel like it's all 100% fact, all foreigners that come over here is using the system, that's a fucking lie. And you ain't doing enough research. Because it ain't 100% foreigners that come over here that comes on get on EBT, that gets on welfare and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know this for a fact, because I know a bunch of Haitian families that came over here with a little bit of bread, put it in the bank, worked a 9 to 5, worked multiple jobs, and saved money. They didn't have to keep up with the Joneses. They wasn't buying the latest Polo. They wasn't buying Gucci, Louis bags, designer bags, and all of that. They don't care about designer shit. It's not about that for them. But it's about them. Their family is the whole family is praying and cheering them on to come over here, make something of themselves, save some money, and come back and get the rest of the family and bring to America. You see what I'm saying? That's the main goal for a lot of foreigners. That's why you'll see a bunch of people live in a 2-bedroom apartment. It's a whole bunch of them living in a 2-bedroom apartment. Nobody's complaining. The main goal is everybody is saving money for a bigger and better cause. That's what these folks are doing. Everybody puts their money together and they go buy a big house. Nobody's ego is bigger than the other. Nobody is complaining. They put their money, they say, hey, let's get this, let's go buy this house. Or we could buy a 6-bedroom home with 3.5 baths. Yeah, let's do that. Or 3 full bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? They have no problem with that. Everybody's sharing one vehicle. Everybody's taking turns driving one car to that whole household. There's 6 people driving 1 or 2 cars for a household. You know why? Because they didn't have it this good back at home. So they could save up money. They don't need to buy the latest gear. They don't need to look good and all of that. For them, it's about saving money and sending money back at home to help the rest of the family. Like, we got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? We got to be honest. A lot of us is like, nigga, I'm not working at nobody's KFC. I'm not working at nobody's McDonald's. They don't mind working at McDonald's and KFC. Let's be honest. That's the truth. Us Americans, we're kind of spoiled. These people will come over here and take any job, and they'll be the best at it too. Whether it's a janitor job, they're mopping some floors, they'll be the best floor mopper that job ever had. The floor is squeaky clean. You can see your reflection on it and everything. And they happy at doing it. Everybody that's walking by, they greeting the person. Hey, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Don't even barely know how to speak English, but know how to say hi to everybody. They'll say hi to you 1,000 times a day. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, my friend. Whether they're Haitian, Guatemalan, Brazilian, whatever. And guess what? They saving money. They put a little bit of money in their pocket for the week. The rest is going to the bank. Whatever's left over goes to family back at home. So family back at home could eat. They can go to the grocery store. They could buy a cow. They can go buy a goat. You know what I'm saying? Go buy some chickens and stuff like that. I've seen it. I've been to Haiti multiple times. I see how they live out there. I see how they live out there. My own cousin wanted to fight me for a pair of shell toes that I wore out there that I forgot in the rain. And, the shit got rain, had the rain smell and it had, some smelly feet smell. And my cousin wanted to fight me over those shell toes. My grandmother was like, yo, baby, give it to him. Give it to him. Let him have it. I'm like, but grandma, I'll buy Cuzzo a brand new pair. My cousin didn't want no brand new pair. He wanted the ones that I wore out there. Don't you know, 3 years later, he still was wearing them sneakers. He cleaned them up, made them look brand new, had them smelling real good. I ain't saying I got athlete's feet, y'all. So for y'all who might be laughing like, oh shit, them shits was stinking. Yeah, I left them in the rain outside. But yeah, my cousin cleaned them up and was rocking them. 3 years later, he was rocking them. Why? Because they said Adidas on them. I mean, he wanted them Adidas sneakers. He didn't want no brand new sneakers. He didn't care about having no brand new sneakers. So what I'm trying to say is they know how to appreciate, things. I'm not saying there's not Americans that don't appreciate what is given to them or gifted to them. I'm just saying, you know, people that come from really not having anything, the little bit that they get, they grateful about it. You know what I'm saying? They're grateful and they thankful about the little bit that they get. While we over here, we complaining about a lot of shit that we don't have and ain't being thankful about the shit that we do have. We sit here and complain, oh, I don't got the Mercedes Benz. I want an S500. We complaining about that. But yet you got a car that you driving that's reliable. Yeah, I get it. You want a nice luxury, foreign car, but nigga, that Honda that you got is gonna last longer than that Mercedes Benz. Unless you buy an AMG package. You know what I'm saying? Russia, not China, can strong. Um, oh yeah, yeah. Venezuela. Correct. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, this country will not, well, this corporation will never play with those two powerhouses. No matter what they project on TV and all this other shit, no matter how they talk. Oh yeah, I had a meeting and I had to let him know if he don't fall in line, then this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. That's all theatrics, man. It's all dramatic shit for the viewer. That's all that is. You know what I mean? They don't really have those convers. They don't really talk like that in these meetings. But this corporation will never play with China and Russia because they already know what will happen. And Russia's backed by China and China's backed by Russia at the end of the day. Those two powerhouses, they back each other up automatically. Automatically they back each other up. So I'm saying, so those two countries, this corporation will never play with them. They'll play with the other countries that they can play with because their military ain't as strong. So that's why they'll play with these little countries' military. You know what I'm saying? Like you heard, all of the soldiers, Venezuela soldiers said, "Yo, America used this technology on us. They sent some what is it, sonic sound wave or whatever, and it had us, fucking ears ringing, ears hurting, blood coming out of their nose, allegedly. But the videos is out there, you know, where these soldiers is saying that. It's some technology they ain't never seen used, so of course they could do that. You think they could do that to China? China will have some shit to combat that. You know what I'm saying? They'll have something like fucking shield that will block that shit, and that shit won't even fucking work, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, man, you know, acoustic weapons. Yeah. What else they call it? DEW, direct energy weapons and shit like that. Yeah. I remember one of the first times they used it, I'm gonna just say allegedly, was at the Boston Marathon. They had hit us with a little martial law out here, and people were still roaming the streets. They had the National Guard out here and shit like that. And some people were saying, a lot of people that I personally know that was out there said they was hearing like this ringing in their ears that hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then they was talking through it like, get inside the house, get inside the house, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was like, yo, fuck that. They was trying to protest. They was like, yeah, this and that. And they sent like a little sound wave, and people was talking about they heard this, this harsh ringing in their ear that hurt and shit. and stuff like that. And they got a video showing exactly what I'm talking about. So if anybody want to go look at that, go look at that. They got videos on YouTube showing that. It can make your ears ring and that shit hurts. You will drop on your fucking knees. That's how bad that shit will hurt. Let me see. They have them in New York also. Yeah, correct. They gotta try shit out on the people. You know what I'm saying? They always gotta try it out on people or animals, whatever, and stuff like that. You know, I be feeling like a lot of the times when we hear the beachings with like whales and dolphins coming out of water. Remember, these animals need the water to survive. That's their oxygen. So why would they come out of the water? To me, it's like they running them shits under the water too, in the waters with the fucking submarines. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, you know? But yeah, man, they got these weapons. I mean, it's already been said, but again, allegedly, they said the earthquake that was caused in Haiti, Japan, and it was another country. I think it was Chile. It was like three of those countries at the same time that year in 2010 was done by using direct, DEW, you know, direct energy weapons and shit like that, where they could shoot a laser and project the laser, and then make something happen. You know what I mean? Again, allegedly. But you could also do your research and look it up. You know what I mean? But yeah, so they can make shit like that happen. So it is what it is, man. You know. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I'm about to get off of here. Enemies Public, salute to you. Like I said, I played Mayday earlier. You know what I'm saying? D Allen, salute to you. Peach, salute to you. And my Z, my Zo, HNIC 33, man. You already know, sac passé, sac ap fait. Voyage à konen ba yo, man. Coupe tête, brûle caille. La union fait la force. You know what I mean? Salute to all my Zos, man, worldwide, man. Salute to my Zos in Miami, Little Haiti. Salute to my Z's in New York. Y'all already know, you know what I'm saying? Haitian mob in New York, salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Haitian Mafia family as well. You know what I'm saying? Top 6 in West Palm. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my Z's out here in the 617. Salute to my Z's in Jersey, Brick City. Y'all already know. All over Jersey, Newark, Irvin. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know, man. My Z's in PA. Y'all already know. Washington, Chicago, Southside, y'all already know. Wild Hunnets, y'all know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? My Z's everywhere, whether in the States, worldwide, wherever you at, man. Ou déjà connais bagay yo, man, Baz. Ou déjà connais. But yeah, man, salute to everyone, man. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I do got a live schedule for later on at 9 o'clock. I hope y'all tune in. I have a live schedule for tonight, 9 p.m. I got a Q&A interview scheduled for Wednesday. So far, that's going to happen. If it is going to be postponed, I'll let y'all know. But I got an interview with a comedian. Y'all tune in and find out who's this comedian. But I got a Q&A interview with a comedian. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? But y'all already know, man. Stay vigilant. Move